Yo, welcome back to the BST4 channel. Wingnuts, what's going on? What's happening, man? Listen, thank you guys for checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, and check out some more videos coming up. Now, what prompted me to make this video today, man? I got something in the mail, and it wasn't a stimulus check. It was from the Ford Motor Company. Yes, it's a recall letter for my 2004 Crown Victoria that's sitting home on two things of goddamn lumber. Just imagine me bringing this to the dealership for a daggone recall. So, if that car was running, I would gladly take it to the dealership so they can change my light control module. Now, this had me thinking, what Crown Vic year had the most recalls? Let's jump right into the video. Before I begin the video, man, I want to say that all this information came from the NHTSA, the National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration. Now, we're going to start with the 1992 to 1997 Crown Victoria recalls. February 19, 1992, 20 vehicles were infected. The interior system instrument panel gauge indicated the driver will not be aware when the anti-lock brake system is malfunctioning. Now, November 23, 1993, 16,000 cars were infected. Interior system tracks and anchors, basically the front seat power situation. If the current flow can heat up the connector and release fumes into the passenger compartment and can result into a vehicle fire. August 9th, 1994, vehicles affected, 214,000 Aero Crown Victorias. The recall were brakes, the hydraulic system. Occurrence of any of these conditions can result in a loss of braking capability and a possible accident. More than likely, you and I know that they have a rust issue. I think that the lines weren't really that great. That was it for 1994. February 24th, 1995, 8,600 cars affected. The recall interior system passenger side airbag may not inflate properly, resulting in reducing occupant protection in a vehicle accident. If the igniter end cap separates in a front collision, hot gases can be released and ignite the flammable material or cause burn to a passenger. March 27, 1995, 100,000 vehicles affected. The recall, the fuel tank assembly pipe filler neck. Fuel leakage can result in a vehicle fire if an igniting source were present. That I never knew. That's crazy. October 2nd, 1995, 45,000 cars affected. The recall was the electric system fuse receptacle circuit breaker. In the event of a short or overload in the headlight circuit, both headlamps can go out without warning. Rather than flashing or intended with a cycle circuit breaker, could lead into reducing nighttime driving visibility, increasing potential for a vehicle accident. March 05, 1996, 49,000 cars affected. The recall, Ford interior system restraint. Consequently, the non-compliance, this condition can reduce capabilities of the safety belt in the event of an accident. Basically, it's a seat belt recall. The retracting thing doesn't work properly. I've seen that in a few Vics. You know what I mean? That's pretty much all of them that's kind of like that. But in July 18th, 1996, 72,000 cars were affected. The recall was the Ford steering linkage arm, the pitman arm. Such corrosion can result in abnormal wear of the joint, resulting in separation of the joint, loss of steering control, and can occur, increasing the risk of a vehicle accident. March 4th, 1997, vehicles affected, 125,000 cars. Recall was a Ford hood latch. Either of these conditions can result in the hood opening without warning while the vehicle is being operated, impairing the driver's visibility. I know all about that, but that was my fault, but I do know all about that. Plus the white one outside is definitely not rocking either. It doesn't even want to go down, so I can believe that one myself. That concludes the daggone recalls on the Aero Crown Victorias. Mind you, on the whales, I am not going to get so in-depth. I'm just going to basically round it off. Hey, this year is this year. That's how many complaints. I'm not going to go into what was the complaints, but I'm just going to show you guys on this hood here. This thing doesn't want to close properly because it's a cheat mechanism. So if you have an Aero, man, make sure that's legit. So let's get into the whale Crown Victoria recalls. Let's get to it. Now, 1998, they started it off with around 11 complaints. Then 99, they came back with 10 complaints. Then he came back with one more, 2009 complaints. Then in 2001, 5 complaints. If you got one of those, you're good. So 2002, you got one of those, you're good. If you got 2003, you messed up. All right, 2004, 21 complaints. Then you got 2005, 14 complaints. And if you got a 2006, 14 complaints. If you got a 2007, that's a good one, 5 complaints. 2008, 4 complaints, even better. 2009, 5 complaints. The best one, 2010, and then 2011 with 4 complaints. So all right, that concludes that part of the video. Now we're going to be talking about the top 3 issues, or the top 3 year Crown Victorias that has the problems according to, you know, websites and stuff like that. Now the 2003 model year had the most complaints in one single year. The 2005 Crown Victoria has the most expensive costs, like engine oil, you know, the oil consumption in the engine's just messing up, and the transmission and blah blah blah. 2005s are not popping. You don't even see a lot of them. You don't even hear a lot of people having 2005s. That's one of the reasons. But the 2004 had the most complaints on one single item, and that's that light control module. That's why they send me that bulletin. And if you have a 2004 of anything, Panther base, you're going to be getting that mail soon. So man, thank you guys for watching this episode of Build Something TV. Hope you guys were enlightened. Now we're going to get back to this giveaway on this Maverick to let you in on a little secret, which is really not a secret. Many people out there have giveaways that you have to buy into. Buy my shirt, buy my t-shirt, buy this product. This one here, anybody can win. So with that said, if nobody wins it, I end up keeping it. You get what I'm saying? If you buy into something, somebody has to win it. But I will be stuck with something that I don't really want, and that's okay with me. But like I said, I'm not going to make it easy. I ain't just going to give it away like that. But if you choose to join this giveaway, hey, just check out my community page and you'll see what you need to do. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Click like and subscribe. And if you choose to donate to the channel, you can click the link below. If you choose not to donate to the channel, guess what, man? Me and you are still cool, man. And we're going to be getting back to finishing this car, finishing that car, and finish the Arrow. So we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, man? Later. Last video I showed you, I said, you know what? This can't work. The only way this will work is you would take this engine out completely and rebuild it. For you guys who are, know anything about this, yes, this is a 4.6 double overhead cam engine, right? But the crank is not forged. The crank just has a regular old stock crank that's in your 2-valve. That's basically what this crank is. Basically 6-bolt, thing like this. Now this intake, you'll probably have to swap this out and put the right intake in there, which will be something of a Marauder or a Mustang. That's the way that you would have to do this one here. Getting cams, maybe need to switch the cams over, who knows. For those who are into this thing here to try to do something like this, that's the route that you can go. I mean, it has pretty much everything that you need. It'll bolt up. You can go ahead and make you a bootleg Marauder or, or a bootleg Cobra engine, and this actually can really make some difference. Like I said in the other video, I was trying to look and see what was wrong with the truck. You would pray that the transmission was beat, but we don't know. That's why I'm here. I'm looking, and I kind of opt out of I lost the challenge. I can't do it for $2,500. You have to cut your losses. You come up with something, you think of something, and you're like, you know what, I can't do it. I may not even post the other video of what I'm about to do. I'm just going to say it flat out. Here is the reason why, right? Now, with the ECU reprogramming of said swap that I was about to do cost $500. The wiring of it cost $750. Now, the adapter piece costs another $750, right? Now I still have to get a drive shaft made, and I still have to buy the engine. The engine's really not the problem. It's all the other stuff that I don't have control over. Now, I'm the guy who's supposed to make it happen. Now, with all the stuff that I just mentioned, I'm not making it happen. Somebody else is making it happen for me. I've just happened to pay it, and then I put it together. So for me, it's not saying that it's cheating, but I'm not really doing the swap, doing it, figuring it out, junkyard style. I'm actually buying nothing different than roadkill, going to the junkyard, right, and then buying a whole bunch of stuff from out of Jegs or whoever has sponsors them, that type of stuff. So I was like, you know what, this is not for me. The money, a lot of money, and I'm not in control. I'm the junkyard guy. I weld with a stick welder. cross members. I weld up turbos. I weld up the Maverick. I love rust. This is my thing. This is my calling. I spoke to my brother Daniel, spoke to my boy Harrison, the Truth Media. I even spoke to my man Chris. Well, Chris, you don't know yet, but I can't do the swap, brother. I just, the money is not there, or I don't have full control of the swap. The swap is in the destiny of somebody else's hands. It's just that I'm putting it together. I just have to pay it. So it's just not my deal. Now I have to opt out. Now, you can look at it as failure, or you can look at it as being honest with yourself and saying, hey, look, this swap is just not going to happen.